All right. All right. I think we have our first person here in the waiting. This is a buddy of mine, Aaron, or Aaron, as he likes to know. Aaron, what's happening, my friend? How are you?
I'm not well.
I didn't think so. This
No.
was not the way. This was not the way the night was supposed to go.
No, you ruined my night.
I ruined your night?
By pre-booking me, you guaranteed that this game was going to be complete dog shit. You said I can swear, so I'm going to.
Hey, I wanted real legit fan reaction. So when did everybody kind of know this wasn't going to be the Ben Simmons booing game and it was more going to be about booing their team, the 76ers? When did it really start to turn?
I mean, probably the first quarter, but most people probably figured it out midway through the second quarter. I figured it out in the first quarter. I was like, no, this ain't it. You can't hit 29% of your shots and expect to win a game. It's terrible.
Yeah. How is the app? Is it more somber? People leaving now? Is it like they're leaving a funeral, or are people pissed off?
Yes. No. Right now, it's like leaving a funeral. Like it's literally like people were pissed, but like they were just defeated because like what are you gonna say? Like, I mean, the only excitement that came in this entire second half was when Ben Simmons touched the basketball, and everyone lost their mind. But like I might get run over, so hopefully I don't get hit. No, I didn't get hit.
No, please don't die. Don't die.
I mean, at least it'd be on camera. You go viral, and like your show would blow up.
You would die for my show, friend, wouldn't you?
Probably would. Yeah, maybe. No.
Hey, that's a great bit. That's a great bit.
Yeah, we don't do bits on the show though. But no, the game was it was terrible. It was terrible, and literally everyone's just walking out like there was somebody who just chanted like "Let's go Brooklyn" or something coming down the steps, and like one guy cared, and everybody else just like whatever, like who cares.
That is such a defeated feeling, unfortunately. That's such a defeated feeling.
Aaron,
I mean,
I felt defeated before. Like, I went to the last game at the Vet when the Eagles lost to the Bucks. I went to the first game at the Link where the Eagles lost to the Bucks. And, like, I think I feel worse now than I did then.
Oof. That's pretty rough.
Oh, okay, that car almost actually hit me.
All right, don't die.
It was
all right.
No, it was a Tesla, so I would have been fine.
All right. Be safe. Be safe. Safe getting home. Don't die.
I won't die.
All right,
I'm
good.
Almost at the subway.
All right.
No, this game sucked, Mark. That's my answer. This game sucked.
I concur. I 100% concur. Be safe, please, friend.
Yeah, I'll try. I appreciate it.
All right. I'll see you, buddy.
All right.
Thank you for the input. See ya. That is my buddy Aaron. I appreciate him chiming in. Now we're gonna go. This might just be audio. I think it's audio, or do we have some visual? Matt, are you there, bud?
Yo, brother, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Did you just click the video and we're just gonna have audio for this?
Beautiful. No, I'm pulling over in a friggin' Dunkin' Donuts parking lot because we need to chat.
Okay. All right. I see you now. You're in the distance, in the dark. There you are.
You see
There's that handsome face. Absolutely.
Hey, buddy. Yo, so good to see you, man, first off.
Good to see you, too. Now, I showed your urinal shot earlier in the show. The crowd went wild for it. So walking into the stadium, you felt confident that the Sixers were going to win this game. You felt confident that you were going to be able to boo Ben Simmons a little bit. And how do you feel now?
Listen, I felt good. I felt good about the entire situation with Ben. Like, I thought that the Philly fans were going to show up and do the right thing. I felt pretty confident that we weren't going to do anything too stupid to kind of help his cause. So, and honestly, I think that part of it went really well. I was a little iffy about the game. I mean, I'm a basketball guy. I coached my whole life. Like, just the position we were in with all the hype that was going on with Ben, the Nets needed this game. Like, from a playoff standpoint, if we just want to get through all the BS about what's been going on and talk basketball and playoffs, the Nets needed this game. So from that standpoint, you know, it's not a good situation for us. But I'll be honest, in the first 5 minutes of the game, we were down 6, 7, 8. Felt good, man. I was like, we're good. And then there was one play, that just was the best moment of the game, is when Joel just put KD to the ground and KD, like, I don't even know if it was an and one, but it didn't matter. because KD got up crying. They started their little beef again, even though they respect and love each other.
Right.
You know, it was incredible. That was such an awesome moment. And it was 6 minutes into the first quarter that happened. And it took 6 minutes. It was at that moment the MVP chant started for Joel. And about 10 seconds after the MVP chant started, the F Ben Simmons chant started. And that was the first F Ben Simmons chant in the game. And it took 6 minutes to happen.
Wow.
So that says something about how overhyped the whole Ben thing was.
Mm-hmm.
It really wasn't much of a factor.
But like when the game started,
it wasn't. It wasn't. Ben had, I really don't, I feel like everyone was standing up looking for him, but it really didn't, it had no impact in the beginning of the game. I think it was so overplayed, so overhyped. Everyone was so ready for it, and it did not happen because at the end of the day, he wasn't playing. So he didn't matter. He didn't matter. He still doesn't matter. They beat us by 30, and he had nothing to do with it. So he doesn't.
There was one point in the game where the ball kind of bounced his way, and he picked it up. I think it was in the fourth quarter or in the third quarter, and the crowd booed and then went nuts. Like that was the only thing I had heard late in the game.
Yeah, so there were a couple moments where he kind of, you could see he was kind of doing his thing to try to maybe egg the crowd on. Was it at halftime?
Halftime.
Chuck? So at halftime, and you don't get to see this on TV, right? So unless you were at the game, you didn't see this. But at halftime, Ben walked down to the Sixers side of the court.
Slap 6-man hands.
And he went over. Yeah, he went over. I'm here with my buddy Chuck, who got me.
Yeah, what's up, Chuck?
Tickets for tonight.
Oh, what a great friend. Okay.
So Ben went down and gave a little high five to the 6-man. Our guy, the 6-man.
Yeah, Alan Horowitz. Yeah.
Right. So Ben went down to say hi to him, gave him a little high five on the Sixers side of the court, and then he proceeded to take a big U around the baseline of the Sixers shoot around at halftime and was walking in between our players.
Started passing off on guys taking shots. DeAndre Jordan saw what was happening, went up to him, whispered in his ear, then he walked off, went to the sideline on the other side of the 6-man, slapped hands and went back. Like just egging it on. Like, you know, you had nothing to be, no reason to be there at all.
He took a ball. He took a ball that our guys were shooting and was dribbling it on our side of the court.
Yep.
At halftime. And then DeAndre Jordan came up and whispered in his ear, and Ben went off back over towards the 6-man back to the net side.
Mark, find the footage.
You gotta have access to it.
Okay. All right.
So damning of what he's about coming over. This is the moment my team's in. This is where I'm, theoretically in. Like he's just bad.
He was trying.
But they whooped us. Durant and Kyrie are animals, right? They whooped us. They had killer instinct tonight. If you're going 2-on-2 game between Embiid and Durant and Kyrie and Harden, you know what? Those guys got chips, man.
Yeah.
Those guys stepped it up. They have a deep bench. Curry had a chip on his shoulder, forbidden from this team by his father-in-law. You know what I mean? Like, but like they're deep. They have monsters on the team, and this is what happened tonight, man. It is what it is.
The best part about the beginning of the game was how personal, like all the Ben stuff is what it is. But, and Joel and KD, they have their thing, and they've both voiced publicly that they have respect for each other and they love each other, whatever. But what was going down between Kyrie and Harden, that's personal. I have played a lot of basketball in my life. I've coached a lot of basketball in my life. You can tell, like, you do that to a teammate, it's personal.
Yeah.
Like, it's personal. This isn't just, we're NBA players. We all got each other's backs. Like, the way that Kyrie and Harden were banging in the first like 3-4 minutes. The physicality between the two of them, if you go back and watch, you'll see it.
Mm-hmm.
It was personal. Like they were both out to get each other, and Kyrie got the better side of it tonight.
It certainly looked like it tonight. Now, on the grand scheme of things, we all looked at the Ben Simmons thing, and you might say you're right, overhyping and all that. But overall, how has this game affected your opinion of the Sixers and where they could end their season? Second round of the playoffs, first round if they end up meeting the Nets. How confident are you the Sixers can make it past the second round after a game like tonight?
Listen, all I can do is pray that they end up together in a 7-game series. I want nothing more than for this matchup to happen.
All right.
Like if it doesn't happen, it's a damn shame.
Right.
Like it's a shame.
All right.
It needs to happen. I would love to see it happen in the first round.
Let me ask Chuck. I'll ask you the same question. How do you think this goes down in the playoffs?
Mark, tonight I think was a stutter. It's just one of those games, right? You see it in any series of any sport. I think Joel's better than what he showed. James is the same. I think we're better than what we showed tonight. They did their thing. I think they're talented enough to get past it. I think we're all right. And 7-game series, we're all right. 5-game series, who knows? But yeah, those guys did their thing tonight.
That's the most optimistic thing I've heard in a while, so that makes me feel a lot better. Let's say, so Ben Simmons at halftime, you're saying, just so I can tell people down there at the Wells Fargo Center to try to find this, at halftime, walked to the Sixers end of the court, high-fived the six-man Alan Horowitz, who everyone knows is the white-haired gent sitting there on the sideline, and then walked through like where the Sixers were shooting,
the shoot-around.
Took a ball and then started dribbling.
Mark, I swear to God.
You can't make this up.
Right past the free throw line, right to the other side of the key. He's standing there. He's dribbling a ball through his legs. I'm looking at him. I'm like, wait a minute.
I was yelling at him, shoot the ball.
Mark.
Because you knew he wouldn't shoot the ball.
Matt's sitting there hollering at him. We're yelling at him. And then he's dribbling through his legs. And then DeAndre Jordan, he passed it off to one of the Sixers.
Yeah, he's passing to our guys.
Yeah, and he's wearing his LB black and yellow jersey.
Right.
And he's sitting there.
You're good.
Yeah, whatever. It's the internet. Whatever. Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan comes up to him, whispers in the ear, and then he said, all right, shook his head, walked over to the other sideline, slapped his hands, and went back to his
beeline right back to the Nets.
Oh, my God. I'd love to have heard what was said. Probably get the hell over there. What the hell's the matter with you? Matt, Chuck, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys jumping on after the game and sharing your thoughts, and thanks for pulling over. Safe drive home. All right, fellas?
Mark, you rock, brother.
Thanks,
Miss you, man.
Back at you. Thanks, fellas.
Talk to you soon.
Take it easy. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Safe travels. All right. Now we should have one more person. Should have one more person coming in from the game. Oh, and here she is. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Tori joining us. Now, Tori, you had a very holy God. Are you driving right now?
I'm driving over the bridge. Yeah, I am.
Oh, what the hell? We'll just say somebody else is driving and the car's flipped. You had a different ending to the night. You just met Mike Trout.
Yeah, that's why I'm late, because I just met Mike Trout in the hallway, and that's why I'm late, because, I mean, first off, the MLB lockout ended tonight. Thank you.
That happened. Yeah.
And it was Mike friggin' Trout. He's the face of the MLB. Like, so I had to, put you on hold for a second. I know you're important, Mark. You know I love you, but Mike Trout.
No worries at all. I get it. I will happily be big timed by Mike Trout. So he was a gentleman, I take it?
He said one pick. I took a pick, and then I was like, lockout's over, baby. Because I had to say something stupid, of course.
No, that's good. That's what you do. That's what you do. I've been there myself. Not with Mike Trout, but I've been there. So going to the game, obviously hyped up. You're a huge Sixers fan. You go to the game. You want to boo Ben Simmons. I'm sure you did. There were a lot of the chants against Ben and all that stuff. Overall atmosphere going into the game.
So I walked in with 2 signs that they took away. I had a sign that said, "I do not care about this man," which was a quote from Joel Embiid.
Right. And
then I had another sign that said, $3 million a year, he can take this for a couple hours by KD.
Very nice.
No matter what I say, I feel like his peers and his players in the NBA, I feel like what they say is more meaningful.
Yes.
So I put that on signs, but they took them away. They said no signs in the building. I don't know how Ben has that kind of like power over that.
Right.
But I felt like it was very low key. Like he got some booze. There was, I think, a couple F You Ben Simmons chants. Not as many as what I thought. But what I did notice was the Nets made a basket. Ben Simmons, and
yeah, he was all over the
kind of
place.
like, doesn't your back hurt? Like why? Like, oh yeah, like his back was all over the place. I'm just like so confused why you're standing up.
Yeah, every basket.
It really
pissed
me off. Of course, like the loss sucks, but me like being like a betting person as well. I know we were 5-0 with Harden, and I knew we were due for a loss. Being a Sixers or a Philly fan, I knew we were due for like a big loss. So I'm not surprised, and I'm not upset about it. I'm kind of glad it's over with. I'm kind of glad like we ripped the Band-Aid off, and now we can continue our way to the championship. I'm not that upset about it. We were due. It had to happen.
Okay, so you're accepting of this loss. It's not fun, but you're accepting of it.
It's not fun, yeah. I mean, I was very pissed off the whole game because we have no one that rebounds. Like we have guys that take a shot that don't even make it. And me being, I played basketball as a freaking child, and me knowing a person that like isn't gonna make a shot, I'm gonna be down there to rebound the ball. No one's ever down there to rebound the freaking ball.
Right.
Especially when it's a guy like Shake Milton shooting the shot. Why do we not have the other 4 guys ready to rebound that ball?
I wish I knew, Tor. I wish I knew. Now, because you're driving, I need to let you go, but you're awesome. Just remember that. Mike Trout is lucky to have met you tonight. How about that?
Thank you, Mark. I love you. I adore you. I miss you on the morning show so much.
Well, you know where to find me, all right? And I know where to find you on A2D Radio, no?
Yes.
There you go. All right, Tori, thank you so much, darling.
All right. Bye, Mark.
Right, you're the best. Bye. Thanks so much. That's Tori joining us right there, ladies and gentlemen, on a safe drive home. These people, they need to voice their frustration. They need to voice what happened after a Sixers loss like that. I got my man Aaron dodging cars. I got Tori driving over the bridge, as she's calling. And then I also have my man Matt, who was at least pulled over. So safety first when it comes to Matt. He gave us a great report. Him and Chuck was his name. It was by Chuck. As far as what was going on with Ben Simmons. Got to find that video. Anyway, that is your instant fan reaction after an unfortunate 129-100 loss to the Ben Simmons on the bench Nets against your 76ers. Now let's go back to the live show.